Hi, I'm Jessica Rose. Some exit ramp confusion leaves one semi dangling off a bridge, and a truck driver's fiancé opens fire at a Louisiana truck stop.
Hi, I'm Craig Maltman. An 18-wheeler runs a 9.4-mile stretch of the Florida Turnpike without a human being on board, and Arizona installs a new long-range dust detection system on Interstate 10 just in time for monsoon season.
Hi, I'm David Compton. A trucker's body is recovered from the San Jacinto River, and an oversized load with a pilot vehicle gets stuck underneath a bridge, resulting in an explosion so loud employees at a nearby federal building thought they were under attack. All this news and our cat scale rig of the week on this edition of the Trucker News Channel.
They say that neither snow, nor rain, nor heat can stop the U.S. mail, but apparently a little indecision can slow it down. The Arkansas DOT posted on its social media site that the driver of a tractor-trailer carrying a load of mail couldn't decide which ramp to take off Interstate 440 near Little Rock and ended up striking the guardrail instead. The tractor separated from the trailer and wound up hanging partially over the bridge railing. Officials say one of the tractor's fuel tanks dislodged and fell onto Interstate 30 below, causing an explosion and fire. The driver was taken to the hospital, and undoubtedly the mail was a little late.
A family has received closure as the body of Steve Martinez of San Antonio has been recovered after the trucker and his big rig plunged off an I-10 bridge and into the San Jacinto River. Martinez swerved to miss a collision with a Chevy Cavalier and overcorrected, and then crashed through the bridge guardrail and into the river below. The truck jackknifed, with the front portion of the truck landing in the mud and silt, and the cab was completely filled. Shortly after the accident, a recovery diver was able to break the glass out of the passenger side window and get into the cab to search for the driver. However, the diver was unable to locate the trucker inside the cab at that time. Again, the next morning, divers once again searched the truck's cab, and at that time were able to recover the body from the sleeper.
12,000 reasons to apply and much more.
When it's time for me to go home, US Express always does everything they need to do to get me home. In an emergency situation, as soon as you tell them, they start making a plan.
Get home on time. Plus an extra $12,000 your first year at US Express. That's an extra $1,000 every month. We're hiring immediately, so click or call now.
Two truckers are thanking their lucky stars as two tractor trailers collide in Tulsa, resulting in a huge fireball. One semi traveling on I-44 slammed into an oversized load who had hit the overpass. The impact caused a fiery explosion that could be seen for miles. The oversized load's tractor also had an escort vehicle, a Ford F-150, which was also involved in the accident. The bridge clearance was 15 feet 8 inches, but the oversized load hit girders under the bridge underneath the southbound lanes. The load hit the bridge and rolled backwards, and the pilot truck was pinned underneath it. The explosion was so loud, employees at the nearby federal building thought the location was under attack. Firefighters battling the blaze switched from water to foam to better contain the massive fire, which burned for approximately an hour.
A woman is being held for attempted murder after police responded to several 911 calls about shots fired at a Travel Centers of America truck stop in Slidell, Louisiana off Interstate 10. When officers arrived, they quickly found and arrested 32-year-old Natalie Williams, who was hiding in a wooded area nearby. According to the police report, Williams and her fiancé, an 18-wheeler driver, met with her fiancé's employer in the back lot of the truck stop. The employer informed Williams' fiancé that he was fired for poor job performance and that he was evicting the couple from the 18-wheeler. Williams then went to the truck, pulled out a gun, and started shooting at both the employer and the cab of the truck he arrived in, where his fiancé and one-year-old son were sitting. Thankfully, no one was injured in the shooting, and Williams is in jail with a bail set at $150,000.
This week's Cat Scale Rig of the Week goes to Scott Krogh of Mouston, Wisconsin. Scott's been driving for 20 years, and 14 of those are for Sporle, who rebuilt the truck that had sat for 10 years. Scott ended up purchasing the rig, which is a 1999 379 3406 and a 13-speed transmission. Scott's running in the Midwest, east to south, so keep an eye out there for him. And if you have a rig you'd like to have profiled here on the Catscale Rig of the Week, send us a video to rigoftheweek@thetrucker.com.
With Catscale's Weigh My Truck app, you can be in and out and back on the road in mere minutes. Simply register at weightmytruck.com and download the app to your smartphone. The more information you provide, such as company name, truck number, and trailer number, the faster your weighs will go, so be sure to include as much as possible. When you pull in, just line up on the scales, fire up the app, verify the information, and the cashier will take it from there.
Starsky Robotics has ran one of its automated 18-wheelers on a 9.4-mile stretch of the Florida Turnpike near Orlando without a human being on board. Instead, a safety driver sat at a console at the company's facility in Jacksonville, watching a collection of monitors fed by the truck's onboard cameras. The console was equipped with a small steering wheel, an accelerator, and brake pedals with which he could perform last mile and other operations. Now, whether this feat truly qualifies as autonomous, self-driving, or driverless is a matter for the word police to decide and competitors to argue over. By any name, the company is chalking it up as a victory and a major step in its long-term strategy. Founded in 2016 in San Francisco, where it's still based, Starsky Robotics got its operating authority in 2017. While developing driverless technology, the company is also a traditional carrier with about 3 dozen trucks operating throughout the lower 48. Starsky's goal is to have 20 to 25 driverless trucks operating commercially in 2020, training traditional drivers to be teleoperators. With Arizona's monsoon season quickly approaching, state transportation planners intend to begin installing a new long-range dust detection system on Interstate 10. The project includes long-range radar set near Picacho Peak that can detect approaching dust storms from 50 miles away. Short-range radar will be used to detect dust particles every mile between areas where most dust-related I-10 crashes occur. Also planned are electronic billboards to display warning messages readable in both traffic directions and variable speed limit signs where speed can drop as low as 35 miles per hour based on reduced visibility. According to a 2016 report by the National Weather Service and the University of Arizona, dust is the 3rd leading cause of weather-related deaths behind extreme temperatures and flash floods. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to click the little red subscribe button below. You can also go to thetrucker.com to read the latest breaking news stories. That's all for this edition. On behalf of Jessica Rose and David Compton, along with myself and everyone else here at the Trucker News Channel, thanks for watching.